Gear Seekers, I'm Nick. We're out here at Computex 2023 and we're checking out the ROG booth. There's something hiding in the corner over here that I've been trying to get my hands on for a little while. But before we check out the ROG Ally, here's a word from this year's Computex 2023 sponsors. Funnily enough, it's ROG. Our Computex Taipei 2023 coverage is proudly brought to you by ASUS and ROG, the Republic of Gamers. You can find links to their products in the video description. You guys are probably quite familiar with the ROG Ally already. We're yet to get our hands on it, but it features the brand new AMD Ryzen Z1 or Z1 processors for all the Aussies out there, and it's got a couple really cool tricks up its sleeve. Not only is this a handheld gaming PC, they've customized Windows in a way with Armoury Crate to allow you to change power consumption, to maximize battery life. Now, a few of the complaints people have had is with the battery life compared to the Steam Deck. Guys, this thing is wildly more powerful than the Steam Deck, and with great power comes great responsibility. So, I mean, you have to remember, this is a handheld gaming PC. It's not like a Nintendo Switch, where, you know, if we're being honest, the battery life on the Switch isn't amazing as it is, right? As mentioned, it uses the Command Center software, which is Armoury Crate with a bit of a skin on it, and it allows us to change things like the operating mode for performance, the control scheme, and you can remap all the buttons on the Ally as well. There's also the keyboard, which is basically just an on-screen keyboard if you're wanting to use this as a PC. You've got desktop mode, but I think they've completely locked down desktop mode, so we can't show you all of the things on this Ally, but we do have an Ally coming of our own, which we're going to be reviewing very, very soon, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. We were hoping to get our hands on an Ally before we left for Computex, but it arrived after we left, because the idea we had was to show you guys what this would be like in its intended use case, to be a portable travel PC for gaming, right? But that's not the only thing with the Ally. It also has Game Pass as well. Now, I'm not trying to sell this thing to you guys. This is something that I would genuinely use. And handheld gaming PCs and laptops and that kind of stuff aren't things that we would typically cover, but for me personally, I have a couple games that I like to play handheld on my PS Vita, like Final Fantasy titles, and now that a lot of those titles are on Steam, especially like Final Fantasy VII Remake, imagine being able to play that in your hand. That, for me, is the strength of the Ally. Single-player games on the go. Multiplayer, honestly, couldn't care less about it. Not a big fan of playing first-person shooters with a controller as it is, but for that use case, it's perfect. Here's something that we haven't seen from ASUS in a while. The Matrix GPUs are back. We've got the RTX 4090 Matrix. Now, what makes this special is it's got an integrated pump inside of the GPU for the 360mm liquid cooler. Not only that, there is no thermal paste in this GPU. You heard that right. Everything is liquid metal. And now, if you're not familiar with why you would use liquid metal is a good metal compound. It is electrically conductive, but it allows for better contact between the die of the GPU and the water block itself. And because this uses an integrated pump and water block combo, there's no external pumps. So I think that if you're looking for a decent GPU with excellent cooling performance, the Matrix is probably going to be the one to get. But as with all things in the world of this caliber, it's probably going to cost you an arm and a leg. This is the world's first 540 Hz monitor. The brand new ROG, I forgot the model name, it's the PG248QP. It's one of their pro gaming displays. It's a 1080p TN panel that, to me, right now, looks pretty good. It's in that standard 24 to 25 inch esports size, and I think we'll be getting one of these for review when they come out. I'm just seeing how long Claire can keep a straight face for. Not only is this a 540 hertz panel, it's got a G-Sync module in it as well, which means for those out there who don't know a lot about this stuff, you won't get screen tearing and every frame will be synced properly, so it will be silky smooth. And if you're wondering why it's a TN panel, TN, although not the best monitor technology, does produce the lowest latency and they're generally just faster. It's pretty standard for esports panels to be TN as well. This is a keyboard we actually got to check out yesterday that I wanted to get a closer look at, but it was a bit busy at ASUS HQ yesterday. This is the ASUS Scope to 96%. This is a 96% layout, and what that means is there's little to no gap between the edge of these keys and the numpad itself. But not only is it 96%, which personally is my favorite form factor for keyboards, it's got foam inlays as well for sound dampening. All the keyboard nerds out there, let's see if we can do a little sound test. Is that coming through at all? Not really. And it's got hot swap switches. So if you're thinking of maybe building a custom keyboard based on this, and the reason why you do that is the software, right? ASUS's keyboard software is fairly decent. You can go ahead and do that. And it uses ASUS's new switches. Now, I'll give you a little bit of a background on what this all means, right? So Cherry had a patent on the stem of their keys and the patent for years and years and years, and the patents just run out. This means a lot of other keyboard manufacturers can use that stem design to make custom switches and custom keycaps. So ASUS has made a brand new switch called the NX Snow, and it's a white linear switch. And we've probably got some floating around here to show you guys as well. You're probably seeing it on your screen right now in some B-roll. They've also got a giant version of it as well. But not only that, it's got something that, and if you remember our old keyboard videos, this is one thing that I would bang on about over and over. Magnetic wrist rest. These are an absolute must for all of those sweaty COD sessions in DMZ. All right, ladies and gents, that's it from the ROG booth here at Computex Taipei 2023. You know what to do. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. And I guess we'll catch you next time. I'm gonna go play with some key switches. They're letting me keep a couple of these too. Thanks for watching.